Your friend was saying?
Your friend J. Kwame.
J.
Kwame.
A day in Juma now, eh?
Me, security.
We are security.
Yes.
Now, him driving.
Him driving, so.
Now, him, Mr. Hasan Ayariga.
Me fachan.
Him no crime benzo.
Of me say security, but now me driving.
Go driving.
No, okay. At the school.
Okay. Now, Mr. Hasan Ayariga, the Juma Ben or a politician.
Me fachan.
Party now or down on your fair party the same.
APC.
APC no more color then.
Me fachan I white and blue and
okay.
Yellow.
About one I try mono oto abani bi.
Me fachan.
Oto abani wa hen.
Fachan me to Hacho. Main station.
Hacho main station one
kan. Me fachan.
Na oto ma hwan.
Fachan me to ma Dr. Hasan Ayariga.
Oto abani ma Dr. Hasan Ayariga.
Me fachan.
Na police station na oto ye na saying na Dr. Hasan Ayariga nyae.
Me fachan me to ma aba no ewie no na edru se omo back in kan no. Na me do mintimi nipa omotoma ono no obatimi metoma ono. Ba me koe no omo kan ba no ma anya bi omo ankan yade no mimi de no me twan sen ka me hwe se bia ya baka se mpapa wanya 1 but ya anya
wanya 0
oh
now ya bobo aba na ya se wanya 0 no o kan bibi o gina ho na bobo aba no
me fa chan
na ya bobo aba ya se wanya 0 no kan bibi
me fa cho se de hono se akoye no I am in Kwan, Timin, Nim Koya, my first work. I could say,
Parliament, no to my mind.
If I tell Parliament, no, Menka say, na, and this living over about me tomorrow.
What to my NDC, no, because not APC ni candidate. Into why we NDC ni a crown.
Me facha Davy.
We are APC ni. Now, some APC be ban now we join party bay.
Oh, no, me meant to.
Now I'm to abandon cry, but say I join APC.
But me decided say because of that into me papa and I'm
because of that yeah.
Metraman.
Otomano.
Me facha.
Now what catch them down for some to man na.
Me facha and coffee bree.
No ma what catch them no moto man there.
Oh me hono na me ni adamphobia me say na near too close but me baby am free no na me ka say omo to man.
Is there some okay no cry?
Me facha.
Asema okay no cry.
Me facha.
Ujidi pa.
Me facha.
What's what did he say?
My friend J. Kwame.
J. Kwame.
Me facha.
How is security sign driver?
Me facha.
Emma Dr. Hasan Ayariga.
Me facha.
Na APC for nyum no nimbito. Nyum na mo ko campaign aya mo to no nimbito.
Usa no dey, no usa me no dey say.
Yo, ye ni din komo e wo TV so na o ka say. O kan asema wo kan say. O ko to aba no na we kan ne wo se wonya 0. Na ya ngine ndi ntini e frɛ wo ba say. Also better that's it. Okay.
You should have asked him the number so that you would know.
Okay, so viewers, to wait. Let's see, Angelo, whether you are getting some messages on this particular testimony, and then we'll come to you to read it. So to wait, the gentleman is a J. Kwame. He says that he is ordinarily a security man, but he got into the employment of Dr. Hasan Ayariga, our host tonight, who is the founder and the presidential candidate of the APC in the 2020 election. And he went to Hacho in around Medina area, north of Accra, to cast his ballot on the 7th of December. He believes that he cast his ballot for Dr. Hasan Ayariga. He was astounded when at the counting of ballot, it was reported that Dr. Hasan Ayariga got 0. Because he knows that he definitely voted for him. It was a very sad day for him. That's what he reports. And he brought him in to see whether he will corroborate the story of his boss, Dr. Ayariga, or not. So the story is at least corroborated. We'll see what people say about it on social media. Let me hear your views about that. So you were cheated.
Look, Paul, when the media started reporting the results of political parties, it was APC, NDC, and MPP. Paul, with all sincerity, beside MPP and NDC, I campaigned more than any other political party in Ghana.
In 2020?
In 2020. Within the 1 month that they lifted the ban for us to campaign, 1.5 months. I met the president twice.
Where?
One in Western region, one in, what do you call it? Eastern region here.
You met him twice?
We crashed twice. We got to the same place. We all campaigned. We met. We stopped. We greeted each other. I met the former president three times.
John Mahama.
John Mahama. One in Tamale, one in Bolga, one in Kumasi. We crashed the same campaign ground. So I campaigned. I had good policies. I had good policies for Ghana.
Okay, somebody says maybe it was a spoils ballot. Did you teach them how to vote?
Oh, they know how to vote. What are you talking about? Was he the only one who wasn't how to vote?
So assuming you were not cheated, you will not get 25,000. But how many would you get?
Paul, I don't know. Maybe
don't you think?
Paul, you see,
don't you think, Hasan, that if I had contested this election as Paul,
let me tell you something. You see, I've come to the realization that when they say there is no fairness in the political arena unless you stamp your feet there, that elections are won at the polling station.
Yes.
It's really true.
It's true.
Yes, it's very true.
But that elections are won at the polling station doesn't mean
when you
no
make
fairness.
a mistake at the polling station and you are not represented, anything can happen at any time.
But that means that, Hasan, you will never be able to win an election in
Ghana
because you don't have 16 million.
I will get it. I will get it one day.
One day,
very soon.
Okay.
You see, let me be very honest with you. Why is it that when the NDC got to court, they could not even provide pink sheets of their polling agents?
They didn't have it.
Because they probably did not also put polling agents at that places.
No, because I said don't get did a lousy job.
No, you can't say that. You and I cannot sit down here and say that. Because you cannot send a polling agent
but he's supposed
to a polling station and don't have a pink sheet. It's not possible.
But he didn't have the pink sheet.
So that means there was nobody there.
But that's a lousy job of a big opposition party like the NDC.
I'm only telling you. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you have polling agents, you definitely
But if you don't have a polling agent, I think it's a mathematical outcome. How can somebody change anything?
No. You see, Paul, when you sit down in your studio here...
So you're right. Okay, MPP 96, NDC 96. Then Hasan Ayariga 5. You won't give him the 5. Who do you give the 5 to?
I don't know what they do.
They share it.
I don't know.
2.5,
I don't know.
2.5 to NDC and MPP.
I just don't know.
No, but I'm asking because really, what's the point?
I don't know.
Do you think that government should fund the polling agents' bits for election day for all political parties, all contesting political parties? Government should pay the polling agents.
I think that the government should be able to give resources for people to pay their polling agents.
No,
if only government
pay directly or give resources to pay.
Give resources
when
to
I
pay.
talk about government,
So that everybody can
electoral
get
commission.
Yes, so
can the electoral commission take hold of polling agents, pay them same amount of money? You can top up if you want.
Yes, you can top up if you want.
So
I think
pay
that
them
will help us.
same amount of money
That will help
and put
us.
them there.
That will help a lot of the minority parties. And I'm telling you this, Paul, I think that we should do away with the issue of winner takes it all kind of political strength.
I've been saying that forever.
Yes, and also look at the issue of not having a second term, what do you call it?
Chamber.
No.
Second round election.
Second round election.
How should we go about it? You win.
No. You go for 51+1. If you don't get 51+1, you form coalition with minority parties.
Oh, that can take you there.
That can take you there.
Oh, you are talking the British style.
It will now give
not another election.
Yes. You don't need another election. It will strengthen our democracy, strengthen the minority political party. So that when the APC or the MPP
so when you get a situation like 2008,
where
Akufo-Addo MPP get 49%, 2008 Mills gets 47%.
Yes.
Both of them are capable of hitting the 50 with the coalition. What happens? So whoever gets the coalition.
So now they now goes to the minority parties
for the coalition.
For the coalition. So they say, okay.
But that makes you a very important person.
That is what we need.
That's what you are looking for.
That is what we need now.
I agree with you.
And that one will also make us look. Yes, exactly.
That will make Hasan Ayariga very important.
Not only Hasan Ayariga, every vote important.
Really?
Every vote becomes very important.
So if we
the corruption that we are having now will now be the thing of the past.
But that will be more corruption. Because
there won't be corruption.
No. If you, Hasan Ayariga, you are holding 3%.
Listen to me.
That 3%, you can sell it to Professor Mills. You can also sell it to Nana Akufo-Addo. You go for the highest bidder.
Not going for the highest bidder.
You will go for the highest bidder. I can assure you.
I am telling you that I will go for the party that believes in my policies.
Or you go for the one that's making you vice president.
Party. I don't need that.
But if all of them tell you they believe in your policies, what do you do?
If the one that you have to implement those policies. If you don't, along the run, I withdraw.
But if you withdraw, what happens?
Then you go back to opposition.
How? He's sworn in as president.
No, that is the power you get.
We are talking the British political system.
Exactly. When you make a mistake and the president withdraws his power, you now go back to opposition.
Because you become minority.
Thank you.
That's too fragile. That's too fragile.
That also makes the minority parties very strong. Because right now, the NDC and the MPP goes to tell people that, oh, if you vote for Ayariga, you are wasting your vote. If you vote for CPP, you are wasting your vote.
Yeah,
now, they will now believe that their vote is not being wasted. Because when you vote for APC or CPP, their vote is counted based on the kind of...
This is the point I've been making about this Fix the Country and the young people. let us think about solutions rather than just shouting slogans. I like this conversation. We'll come to it another day because we are planning to look at the French political system, the British political system, the American political system, and see what kinds of amendments we should bring to our constitution.
Exactly.
And move forward. I think that's a better conversation for young people. Michelangelo, do you have any messages over there? Yes. Please name the people as we end this part of the conversation.
Yes. People are speaking on Mr. Ayariga's driver. Emmanuel Entry says, please let's drag his driver to the General Legal Council for questioning. Ebenezer Frimpong says, if you don't have polling agents, then what is your concern? Kindly keep your comments decent. Linda Anglo says, fear your driver, okay? He didn't vote for you. Ernest Clinton says, Kwame Pa. And Nana also says, Kwame should have a lie detector test. Frimpong Benny says, haha, Paul. Good evening, Ghana is interesting. Kwame is on the spot.
Okay, so Hasan, we have to be ending here. You've given us interesting sound bites. We have to be ending, and then. So
we have
I got a new book today, by the way.
Okay. You wrote a new book.
I didn't write. I've not written a book yet, you know. So.
But Kwame, Paul, with your experience,
I should be doing that.
This kind of political
disposition, I should.
And the Good Evening Ghana. You should write a book.
Good Evening Ghana is 20 years this year.
Yeah, you should write a book about Good Evening Ghana and tell your stories.
I should.
From day one. How people think about you, what people say about you.
Where were you in 2001 when we started?
2001.
You were in Germany?
Yeah, 2001. I was in Germany.
You were in Germany, yeah.
Yes,
when did you come into this political situation? 2008?
2006.
No, when I first met you around David Lamptey.
Yes.
What year was that?
That was 2000.
That's when you came to run for the presidential
candidate.
That was
2012.
To defeat the
2011, 2012.
PNC Mugabe.
Yes, 2011. 2012.
That time you were very popular, you know.
But you're also popular.
This is a book written by Anani Eji on Buzia. Okay. This is the first book that I've seen anybody write on Buzia. It's at the University of Ghana bookshop. It's selling for 200 CDs. And I think that journalists, stop catching people. Go and buy this book and read it. Then you can analyze.
But you should also write something.
I would. Good Evening Ghana is 20 years. And
I think you should write something.
But these days I've grown old, so I have to remember everything.
No, but Paul, you have a lot of experience.
Yes.
People tag you anyhow when you wave to one side.
Yes.
And when you wave to the other side.
Yes.
When there's people will just say their comment. But all I can say is that be focused. All right? Be focused in your presentation. There are people who admire you out there, and there are people who disagree with you. No matter who you are, even the president himself, there are a lot of people who disagree. But be principled too, so that if you are being principled, you will know where to direct. So you don't care whether people are happy with you and people are not happy with you. What matters for you is that you are straightforward. You are direct. You tell the truth. You tell ideas.
And it doesn't matter whether you are talking for
MPP.
The principles are the same.
The principles are the same.
Yeah.
Because you are a journalist and you are doing your work. For you, you say it the way it is. You don't really care.
So are you running 2024?
Most likely.
So you are the founder of the party?
I'm the founder of the party.
Will you make me a running mate?
Paul, you cannot be a running mate.
Why not?
Because you're not a member of the party.
I will become a member of the party.
No, but we will have to analyze you first. And give you a lie detector.
Yeah, a lie detector. I'll leave it here. Thank you so much.